fifth graders. So tonight's homework is all about estimating. Just like we did in class, we practiced both multiplication and division in class, but today's is just multiplication. Taking a look at 699, round it to the closest hundred, and we got 700. Do the same thing with 562. We're going to round it to 600. We could round it to 560, but we make more work for ourselves. We just want a big estimation in this case, and our directions even say to round it to the nearest hundred, just to make it simpler for us. 6 times 7 is 42, and add 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and you get 420,000. Same with this one, 439. We're going to round this one down. We're going to round it to 400. This one is close to 500. 400 plus 200. 4 times 2 is 8, and we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and we get 80,000. I'm going to just move over here to number 8. I know I'm going out of order, but it's just a little easier for me. 500 would probably be our best estimate here if we're rounding, and probably 900 here if we're rounding. 9 times 5 is 45, and we need to add 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and we get 450,000 on that one. Here, let's round it to 400, and 825 is probably closest to 800. 8 times 4 is 32. Add 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and you get 320,000. Number 3. Just gonna cover up a little bit as we go. Here we've got 600 if we round it, and this one would probably be 800. 6 times 8 is 48. Add 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Now I've noticed in class that sometimes kids try and do that for adding too. Remember, this is multiplying. It works for multiplying to count zeros, not for adding. That's a whole different scenario. 122. 100 would be best to round to, and this one would be best to round to 700. 7 times 1 is 7, and we've got 4 zeros again. 70,000 for an answer there. For this one, if we round number 4, probably it is closest to round it to 800, and this one closest to round it to 700. 7 times 8 is 56, and we're going to add 4 zeros, and you get 560,000. This one, it's really close to the middle, but still, if our rule is round up from the tens place, then this would be 200, and 800 for this one. 8 times 2 is 16, and we want 4 zeros again. 160,000. Number 5, again, we'll round it to 500, rounding it down, and this one another 500. 5 times 5 is 25. Add your 4 zeros, and you get 250,000. This one's very close to 600. And this one's pretty close to 400. 6 times 4 is 24. Add your 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and you get 240,000 on that one. Number 6. If we round this one close to 500, round this one, well, we're going to use that same formula. If this is 5 or bigger, we're going to round up, so making that 400. 5 times 4 is 20. Watch this, 5th graders. You now want to add 4 zeros to 20. Lots of times kids count this 1 0, but remember 5 times 4 already was 20, and we need to add an additional 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, making it 200,000, which is consistent with their other ones because they've all been in the 100,000s place. All right. 523, we would round to 500. And 856, we would round to 900 if we're following our rules of the 10. 5 times 9 is 45. Add our 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and we get 450,000. 161, if we rounded it, would be close to 200. And 749 would be closest to 700. 7 times 2 is 14. Add 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, 140,000. And our last one here, if we round 236 to the nearest hundred, it would be 200, and 414 to the nearest hundred, 400. 4 times 2 is 8. Add 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and you get, oops, I think I did something wrong. That seems too small. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's correct. It's just a smaller number than we've been multiplying. All right, thanks so much for working with me.